Hey y'all, it's somebody new and today we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be doing a story time and a wig install on myself at the same time. But, I'm not going to be talking in the video. I'm going to be doing a voiceover, obviously. But, yeah. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and like and view my previous videos as well. But, we're going to get straight into the story. Okay, this story takes place in 2017. I was 16 when it happened the first time, and I was 17 when it happened the second time. Okay, so basically we had been staying at our hometown my whole life, my whole 16 years of living. We stayed in my hometown, but our landlord was a private owner, and he was looking to sell the house, and we didn't want to buy it, so we was moving or whatever. So my mama found another private owner that had houses in Lancaster, but he had houses in another city nearby called Pageland. So the house, it was still like, it had enough bedrooms for everybody to have our own rooms. So I think it was 4 bedrooms, and the rent was really, really low. But obviously there was a catch. So everybody know, like, if you from a different city and you move to a new city and nobody know you, you automatically a target. Okay. We didn't know where we was moving to. We just moved into a house. Like, we didn't know where we were located, like neighborhood-wise, none of that. We just moved and we became the target because nobody didn't know us. So they wouldn't feel bad about getting us, basically. So basically, we've been staying there for a few weeks or whatever. And me and my sister was still going to school in Lancaster. And my brother was going to school in Pageland. My brother's a lot younger than us, and it was an elementary school right around the corner from our house. So obviously he gonna go to that school. But I was in cosmetology at the time, and they didn't have no cosmetology program at their high school. So I really didn't want to move to no whole new school in the middle of the school year or whatever. But yeah, anyways, whoever it was eventually learned our schedule and had been watching us for a while. So obviously it was somebody close by. But yes, we were going to school every morning. We'd come back home in the evening. We'd drive back and forth from Lancaster every day. So, like, they know when to hit a house and when not to, because they'll know when somebody there and when somebody not. My daddy is a traveling brick maker, so he used to be traveling in and out of town a lot, and eventually they caught on to, like, when he was gone and when he was there. So, when this first time when it happened, he wasn't home, so they realized that it was just me, my mama, my brother, and my sister there, so not really a man there, And then people feel more, like, intimidated when there's a man around, so they did it when he wasn't there. Both times, actually. But anyways, yeah. So me and my sister, we was at school or whatever, and I was in, like, 3rd block. I remember I was in my science class. Well, it was chemistry, I think. But anyways, yeah. My mama texted me. She was like, y'all got y'all Chromebooks, because, our school, well, most schools, they give y'all iPads and stuff, but our little broke school, they gave us little Chromebooks or whatever. So they were like, y'all got y'all Chromebooks? And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And, like, they kept asking questions. I'm like, why they keep asking this? And they was like, somebody broke in our house, and they took everything. And I'm like, what? What you mean? And they was like, somebody broke in our house, and they took everything. Y'all, I ain't even gonna cap to you. I laughed a little bit at first, because I was like, what the hell? We got robbed. What you mean we got robbed? Like, what you mean? And, like, the rest of the school, they went by. We didn't get signed out, and then we went the rest of the day or whatever. They was handling whatever was going on. Y'all, when we got home, y'all, I could have killed somebody. Like, they stole all my shoes. They stole our TV. They stole all our game system. My little brother had a PS4 and a Nintendo, a Wii U, and a regular Wii. They ain't even take that, but they took the Wii U. They took all the games, the controllers, and all of that. They took my mama's money out of her little drawer. You know how women keep money in weird places. They found it. They took a lot of my daddy's coats and jackets and stuff, like Tommy jackets, polo jackets, stuff like that. Trying to think of what else they took. That happened about 4 or 5 years ago. They took They took a lot of stuff, y'all. Like, our house was tore up. Like, it was stuff thrown everywhere. My room was in a mess. Like, they stole my little laptop. It was broke, though, so, like, they ain't getting nothing out of it, but they still took it. But anyways, based on the stuff they took, you could tell it was, like, chaps or whatever. Because, like, who's gonna steal kids' shoes? Like, my daddy had shoes. I ain't even take his. They just took ours. And, like, they took his jackets and stuff. But they ain't take, like, other stuff that you would think they would take. So you could tell it was, like, kids that did it. And, like, when you move to a new city and a new neighborhood, we made friends with everybody except for a select group. I ain't gonna say no names or nothing because, But, yeah, it was one select group that we didn't, like, communicate with at all. Like, it was people all the way down the street that we ended up meeting. And it was just, like, there's one group, like, that just, like, stayed away from us for whatever the reason was. Everybody else was cool except for this one little group. Like, nobody talked to us out of that group at all. Like for a reason. As you can see, that was the reason. I still believe. We never did figure out who it was for sure, but I still believe it was them. I don't care what nobody say. But anyways, fast forward about 4 months later, it happened again. This time, they broke the window to get in. The first time they went through the front door, they used something to, unlock the door. But the second time, they broke my mom and them window, and they took a whole lot more. They took everything that we replaced, all the TVs. We haven't replaced the game yet because my brother ended up getting his PS4 again for Christmas that year. So Christmas hadn't even came yet, so we hadn't replaced that. But they took all the TVs again. They took all the clothes and shoes again, the stuff that we had to replace. Like, I wasn't even big on shoes no more. Like, I was working at the time, so I was buying myself, like, shoes and stuff. But, like, after that, I didn't even really care about shoes no more. Like, I started wearing slides and sandals and stuff like that. And then now I'm on Crocs. Like, I don't even care about shoes no more just because of it. Like, I feel like once you take something like that from me, it's like, what's the point? It ain't no point no more. Like, I done lost everything else out of it. Ain't no point in starting over. But even after all that time that done went by, them whole 4 months, that same group of people still wasn't, like, saying nothing to us. Like, that is so weird. Like, neighborhoods, all the kids know each other. Well, not really kids, but, like, teenagers. We know each other. We talk to each other. But that one group of people did not talk to us. Like, that was boys. Like, boys, they gonna talk to new females in town. Like, that's gonna happen. And it's like, they just, like, avoided us at all costs. Like, it was just awkward, like, unusual how weird, like, they was trying to avoid this type thing. Like, even, like, we talked to people that knew them, like, they didn't come around. But when they robbed us that time, like, they really cleaned us out that time. Like, they took everything again and more. Like, they took my mama's laptop, they took phones, they took a lot more this time. Like, it was just like, bro, like, dang, like, can we have anything? Like, they just didn't want us to survive. Seemed like, as if they stole the change. Like, you know how people save change? Like, who steals change? Like, that's just, bro, who do that? Well, obviously somebody do, because somebody did to me. But y'all, people is the truth. They really are. Like, you would be surprised what somebody would steal from you. Like, come on now. Like, they checked all of my... I used to keep all my iPhone boxes. They checked every single last box. But they found my little brother phones and stuff. My mama used to always get her old iPhones to him, so it was a few of them they found or whatever. But I ain't had none of my old ones in there. I had them been sold them or broke them. But I always kept my boxes, so they played their stuff right there. But as they getting robbed that second time, like, they didn't really like act like they really cared about figuring out, like, what was going on. So, like, we moved quick right after that. Like, we still don't know to this day exactly who did it. I mean, we know, but we don't know, like, for sure. But yeah, we moved back probably like 2 weeks after that second time or whatever, and we've been back in Lancaster since then. So I don't moved out on my own and all of that now, but they still in the exact same house that we moved into once that happened, because we had stayed there one time before, actually. But yeah, they done been there for about 6 years the first time, and they done been there since 2017 to today, so a long time. But moral of the story is, if you're going to move to a city and don't know where you at, make sure you moving somewhere safe and somewhere you know people if you're going to be moving to a hood. Because, honey, you can't move to no hood and not know nobody, because you definitely going to get robbed or something going to go down. So, yeah. Because folks think just because they don't know you, like, that you easy, like, really? I can't really speak on too much. I really can't speak too much, but if you know, you know. Like, that wouldn't go down here at all. Like, people know who to play with, who not to play with for real, but we're gonna leave it at that. But anyways, on the wig, I got this wig from Isee Hair. This is my second time wearing it. This is the only wig I ever had that fit my head. Like, y'all, if y'all know I have to make all my wigs handmade. I can't just buy no factory made wig and put it on. So I was really happy about that. I really like this wig, and yeah, like, I look forward to ordering more wigs from them because their wigs run big, so I can wear it. I don't gotta make no wigs no more. So I like wearing my vendor wigs, but I just wanted to post something for some content and just try somebody else out for one. So, but I really like it. The curl is pretty or whatever. And my baby hairs could have been a little better, but y'all, I can't do my hair like I do other people. So you get what you get. It look presentable. That's all that matters. So yes, but that is the end of this video. I will have more content coming soon, so please make sure you subscribe and like my previous videos, and I will see y'all when I see y'all, period.